The President has sent a correspondence dated 27th day of July 2023 to this hallowed chamber, addressed to distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, President of the Senate, requests for confirmation of ministerial nominees. In compliance with the provisions of Section 147, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I am pleased to forward to the Senate for confirmation the underlisted 28 ministerial nominees. 1. Abubakar Momo. 2. Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Chuka, CON. 3. Architect Ahmad Dangiwa. 4. Barrister Hanatu Musawa. 5. Chief Uche Naji. 6. Dr. Beta Edu. 7. Dr. Doris Anite Uzoka. 8. His Excellency David Omaye. 9. His Excellency Ezenwa Nyesom Wike. 10. His Excellency Mohammed Badaru Abubakar, CON. His Excellency Mohammed Badaru Abubakar, CON. 11. His Excellency Nasir Ahmed El Rufai, CON. 12. Right Honorable Ekperikpe Ekpo. 13. Honorable Nkiru Onyejiocha. 14. Honorable Olubumi Tunji Ojo. 15. Honorable Stella Okotete. 16. Honorable Uju Kennedy Ohaneye. 17. Mr. Bello Muhammad Goronyo. 18. Mr. Dele Alake. 19. Mr. Latif Fagbemi, SAN. 20. Mr. Muhammad Idris. 21. Mr. Olawale Edu. 22. Mr. Wahid Adebayo Adelabo. 23. Mrs. Iman Suleiman Ibrahim. 24. Professor Ali Pate. 25. Professor Joseph Utsev. 26, Senator Abubakar Kyari. 27, Senator John Eno. 28, Senator Sani.
These are live ammunition.
Yes, from the machine guns.
These are from machine guns. This is what was used. And this is Nigerian military. This is Nigerian military.
And work for and campaign and work for the party. Stop this Abuja politics of carrying rumors to the candidate. Only one person can be a minister from a state. I will not be a minister. I will not. I will not. I'm not a liability.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Trust you had a wonderful night rest. Hey, welcome to another episode of our newspaper review. If you're just coming across this channel, please don't forget to click the subscription button and turn on your notification bell so as to get notified whenever we are live. Alright, so please don't forget to click the like button and also send in your super chats. Alright, starting with the Nation newspaper today. 1,200 Nigerian youths perished in Mediterranean, says NRS. And sheriff strike plan please caution labor. Security breach concern. House of Reps gets 134 standing committing Uzodinma to security, save Southeast from sit at home. The US pledges support to Razum after coup. And from the presidency, why Tinubu picked Winke, El-Rufai, and others. And Senate begins screening of 28 ministerial nominees Monday, and more nominees in coming days. 11 states yet to have slots. And by the right-hand side, beside the photo there, the nominees are listed. And Senate Bukal Shukwa sues DSS ICPC over transment, and NGE honors Jakade. And on Daily Trust, lawyers slam DSS as court dismisses fresh requests to detain Emefiele. And bandit about 23 women, 10 construction workers in Zamfara. And federal government asks Nigerians to consider bicycle for transportation. From the ministerial list, why Tinubu delayed Kano Lagos, 9 other states. Opposition technocrats among nominees. Banja Bamila aids creation of new ministries. The president to send more nominees. Screening begins Monday. And on the Niger coup, UN suspend humanitarian operations. Can read that up on page 6 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And data shifts with 4 wives arrested over rape of DSS 1 student. And that remind me, if you're in Delta State Abraka, please, there is sit at home, there is curfew by 9 p.m. So by 8, please ensure you be at your house because a lot of killing Murdering cases all around. So please just try and be at your residence by 8 p.m. Alright, so Super Falcons turned World Cup co-host Australia in 5-goal thriller, and 1,200 Nigerians die in Sahara Desert, Mediterranean Sea in 2023. Into Nigeria Tremble newspaper, CAC to deregister over 100,000 companies for failure to file annual returns. And court strikes out DSS application to extend Emefiele's detention. Dictors Institute's annual memorial lecture in honor of Jakande. That's on page 29. And Awolowo's legacy remains in safe hands. 4 ex-governors, 7 women make Tinubu's 28-man list. And the lists are mentioned below. Kalu, Bishi, Betera, Faleke, Slamp, Duguwa, 128 others named. Reps Committee Chairman Abbas allocates 80 committees to APC and 54 to opposition parties. ISWAP kills 27 headers. In Bono, bandits kill 34, kidnap 44 in Zamfara. Into the Vanguard newspaper, CAC threatens to delist 100,000 inactive companies. And bandits kill officer, 5 soldiers, policemen, 20 vigilantes in Zamfara ambush. And court rejects DSS fresh request to detain Emefiele for another 14 days. NGE Institute annual memorial lecture in honor of Jakande. And Max airplane conveying Nigerian pilgrim trapped in Niger Republic. And Level States to raise as Tinubu sends 28 nominees to Senate for confirmation. You can read that up on page 5. And stop blackmailing us, NLC tells federal government. Nigeria missing as African agrees nuclear energy as alternative source of power. And what Women's World Cups, Super Falcons show Australia in 5-goal thriller. And the Punch newspaper today, still on the subsidy removal, Tinubu begs Nigerians to persevere more. And NDMA demands MOU as federal government okays 25,000 naira doctor's allowance. And Margaret Bensi Idausa, matriarchs of Nigerian Pentecostalism. You can read that up on page 3 of the Punch newspaper. And El-Rufai Winke other nominees face Senate screening Monday. And President will create new ministries from full cabinet in 2 weeks. This coming from Gbajagbamila. And National Assembly awaits other states nominees. PDP fought Winke nominees. Nation, Lapun Tinubu over list. And reduce governor borrowing from CBN, World Bank tells Nigeria. And on the robberies, Lagos CP launches Operation Flush after Punch report. And UN halts humanitarian operations. US, France condemn Niger coup. And over to the Daily Sun. Obi denies photo shoots with pro-Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa. And Fagbemi, Umahi, Wike, Edu, Herufai, and 23 others face Senate Monday. No nominees for Lagos, Kano, 7 other states yet. And by the left-hand side, you can see the ministerial nominees listed there. And court strike out fresh application by DSS to further detain Emefiele. And customs intercept 27 billion naira tramadol, leave tortures, orders at Lagos airport. That's on page 4. And police raid general danger camp in Rivers, kill one and recover weapon. And NGE institutes annual memorial lecture in honor of Jakande Old's maiden edition in Lagos. And doctors who left Nigerian still on payroll, Akubeze. And still on the subsidy, federal government won NLC over planned strike, declares action contempt of law court. And federal government unveils new public service rules. Overpriced airfares 795 naira per dollar. Exchange rate for close holidays trips for average Nigerians. Big stories on pages 4 and 5. And DSS silent over alleged arrests of former aviation minister Sirikia. And strike notice NLC in contempt of court, federal government declares. And police re-strategize as IPOB declares 2 weeks sit at home in Southeast. And renewed hope ministers, 11 states await nominations amid intrigues, lottery. And engineer recount 43 incarceration without trial. So please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and turn on your notification bell. Click on the like button, send in your super chat. And also, if you have any comments, the link has been posted, so you can join us live. So over to this day newspaper. Court throws out DSS application for extension of Emefiele's incarceration by another 14 days. In Nigeria demands release of Bazoum, return to status quo. And 2 months after Tinubu sent 28 ministerial nominees to Senate, and ex-governors, federal lawmakers dominate list, and Umahi, Badari, Winke, Herufai, 6 women on board, and the rest. Reveals 13 more names to be forwarded to legislature soon. And PDP reacts to ex-River governor selection, says list not fantastic. And from Sani, President embrace separates rewarded with vouchers. And then you can see the photos display. Send off ceremony in honor of Chief Jamodu. So on the story of the court and DSS, the court throws out DSS application for extension of Emefiele's detention. And Justice Abza Muazu of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Matama, Abuja on Thursday struck out an application secretly filed by the Department of State Service seeking the court's permission to detain the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, for a further 14 days. The judge struck out the expert application filed Wednesday for being an abuse of court processes, as well as outside the jurisdiction of the court. Emefiele has been in custody of the Secret Service since June 10, when he was arrested in Lagos and whisked to the service headquarters in Abuja. Emefiele is being kept in flagrant disobedience of the rule of law, for which security agency, especially the DSS, has become notorious. The application, which was struck out by the court, was aimed at keeping the suspended CBN governor in perpetual custody in the guise of fresh evidence against him. When Emefiele was suspended from office on alleged grievance offences, including abuse of office and economic sabotage, among others, the federal government, however, filed a charge of alleged unlawful possession of firearms against him, confirming claims that the former governor is being persecuted rather than prosecuted. However, when the suit marked FCT HCM 12105/2023 came up for hearing, Justice Mauzu directed the counsel of the DSS, Victor Ejelonu, to address the courts on jurisdiction in view of the provisions of Section 293 and 296 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, which vests exclusive rights on magistrates' courts to grant detention order. The council appealed and withdrew the matter. It would seem that what the DSS did was an attempt to use the court to legalize its action in Lagos, where they adopted Emefiele from the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service. Condemnation and outrage trade the filing of the expert application by the DSS before the FCT High Court seeking an order to detain Emefiele for a further 14 days. The application followed the rearrest of Emefiele from the premises of the Federal High Court in Lagos by the security agency after he was remanded in the custody of the Correctional Center pending the perfection of his bail, which was granted by Justice Nicholas Owebo. An Abuja-based constitutional lawyer, Nnamdi Mba, in his reaction said, "You cannot be charging someone to court, yet you cannot obey the same court." What the DSS is doing is tantamount to intimidating the courts. Another lawyer, C.C. Wudu, who analyzed the situation, stated, "Ordinarily, when a person is brought to court and takes his plea, it is no longer the duty of the security agency that brought the defendant to court to determine where the person will be held in custody, but the duty of the court. Hence, once a defendant is granted bail, except the judge specifically mention otherwise, the men of the Nigerian Correctional Service take custody of such person until the bail conditions are perfected." In the case of Emefiele, the DSS practically adopted him from the custody of the Correctional Service and have now filed for an order seeking to further detain him for 14 days, when they have held him consecutively for over 6 weeks and have exhausted the maximum 2 previous orders to detain him for 28 days. Except they tell a bunch of lies in their application to the judge. No judge knowing the true facts of this matter can grant them such application. I am glad to hear that the judge courageously struck out the application. Another lawyer, Mr. Hassan Omali, in his own reaction said the abduction of Emefiele by the DSS from the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Service without court order is unlawful and outright criminal, and whoever gave the order for such to happen ought to be removed from office immediately. With the application having been struck out by the courts, the DSS is now in a very difficult position to continue further detain Emefiele, who has been in their custody for more than 6 weeks. The DSS cannot continue to hold him illegally, and they cannot get another magistrate order to overrule the order of the High Court, since the High Court does not have jurisdiction to grant them such order. This is yet another juridical loss suffered by DSS against Emefiele in a case that has been dubbed by many as persecution and personal vendetta. And that's all. Mr. Oyewa, good morning, you're welcome.
Kevin, how are you? Good morning. How is the weather over there?
It's kind of
Kevin, how are you? How is the weather over there? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I said, how are you? How is the weather over there?
Yeah, I'm good. Weather is just cool.
Is it raining there now?
Not so much. Just
Oh. I hope the side where I live, not be that side where water the cover house.
no.
Oh, that's good. That is a sign of fair country or fair state. When they can no longer provide for the citizen. They deny citizens food. They deny them livelihood. They deny them amenity. They deny them everything. They still mock them join. They mock poor people join them. So what is the latest? We did not hear our own news today. Be like saying yesterday our own news enter everywhere. Shake body well. Today they no repeat them. What is the latest? It's like your network is having fault. Well, let me use this opportunity and salute our Prime Minister, the chosen one that God has given to us after our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. They are based in Finland. Finland is a Finnish. Finnish is among number one, even though it's like it's a number one democracy in the whole world. It's among number one democracy in the whole world. When you are talking about democracy, civil rights, human rights, the country respects rule of law. Finland, you can't toy with their citizens, and you cannot enter Finnish country anyhow. You must complete. You must not get keleg. And if you enter there without reason, your days are number over there. So that is that. Emefiele is collecting it water from the federal government. Emefiele is collecting water. Kawa, can you hear me? Our brother, you are welcome to the show.
Daniel, good morning.
Anakewe.
Udo di ojo baba onye amara.
Kaya na kwa coast Gold City abi. Kaya na akpọ Ghana kwa Gold City.
Ah yeah. Much
Kwa
just
Ghana
that
kaya na abi.
yeah. Ghana my brother.
Okwa Gold City ka a na-akpọ ya. Gold City abi.
All
Gold.
go city. Go city now. All go city.
Ha nwere gold well abi.
Well. But the only thing that I make use of gold. All Elizabeth in a gold.
Okay, ịma ndị ahụ ndị ori
So,
ahụ
Mr.
ndị
Yohan,
British.
Mr. Ore Palace, please, there are other persons that don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, sorry, I think say network of the zoo don't kick you out. we can't do a family meeting. Okay,
There
no
are other
bad.
persons listening to you, so what we are here for is for the newspaper review.
Yourself, you there among now. You gotta speak and small.
Yeah, we
Because you
just
suppose
that.
don't speak Igbo now. I said
Yeah.
I said the Emefiele they collect and water. Have you not heard that one? I said, what is the topic?
Yeah, that's the topic. That's the major
Okay,
topic.
the water where Emefiele they collect. Now be the major issue here. Abi.
The DSS.
That's why they say the rich will also cry. It's like the rich are crying now. You don't tell where the poor masses. The poor masses and the rich are crying now. Senators
So
are
now
crying.
what happened? What happened was that after they've actually declared the detention of Emefiele on bail, the DSS still went to his house to go get him again, and they are trying to file a new application to still detain him. And then the court have to kick against it that what they are doing is unlawful.
Sorry, did he went to his house direct? I thought they said they should go and remind him in prison or something like that.
They granted him bail.
To his house, right? To go home. You know, say Zoo, they complicate issue too much. My brother, over to you, talk there. And they complicate issues too much. The country where no get law, that's so they be. They're gonna complicate themselves everywhere. So I made my mark for here. Owen Palace, are you there? I be the network don't reach Ghana.
Okay, guess is busy. So we've actually come to the end of today's newspaper review. Thank you for staying tuned. And to our viewers out there, thank you for staying tuned. See you same time tomorrow. That's next week. Tomorrow is weekend. And happy
Okay,
weekend
thank
to
you,
you
Kawa.
all.
Thank you.
What do you say? Okay. All right, so do have an amazing weekend, everyone.
I'll be close.
And work for and campaign and work for the party. Stop this Abuja politics of carrying rumors to the candidate. Only one person can be a minister from a state. I will not be a minister. I will not. I will not. I'm not a liability.